Welcome to Friday's Fireside Chat. I'm Jim Rogers with my thought for today. I'm going to try a close-up view this time. I watched Ed and Emily and I liked them up close, so here I am. Today, I'd like to share with you something that excites me all the time, every day. It starts with a question. How can I find God in the natural world? In the world around me, in nature. I find God when I find signs of what He has made, His design of life. But first, I'm going to tell you about something I made. I'm going to tell you about my Lego motorcycle. You may have seen this 2 or 3 weeks ago when I gave a talk, and you get to see it again because it's something special. So here's my motorcycle. It's got wheels, it's got handlebars. It actually even has little mirrors that reflect. It's got a gas tank. It's a Harley, you can see. It's got an engine down here with pistons inside that actually move. You can't see them move, but I know that they can because I put them there. It's got a rear wheel with a chain, and it moves all kinds of gears in there that move the pistons. This is my Lego motorcycle. It even has a little kickstand, and it actually even works. Isn't that special? I think it is. So how did this motorcycle begin its existence? Well, I built it all by myself. Some may say not, maybe not. Let me tell you how Legos work. Here's some Lego blocks, and you've seen them before, different colors, and they got the little bumps on them. And then you kind of put stuff together. You make them a little bit bigger, and I don't know, that doesn't look like much of anything. I'll put on something else. That looks like something. Something's coming together. Well, let me put on some wheels. Maybe that'll help out. So here, there might be a trailer. It's not a motorcycle. I'm not sure what to call this. On building my motorcycle, I couldn't tell what I was building at first. So many parts, so many pieces of parts. I didn't know how they would come together. It didn't look like a motorcycle to me. And if I don't get them right, I have troubles. Any of you who've done Legos, you know what I mean. It must be quite right. So, do you think I did this all by myself? Did I get lots of Lego bricks and stick them together? No. I followed the instructions. This one goes here, this one goes there, 1,000 times. Because there's over 1,000 pieces in that motorcycle. I did it according to the instructions. If I screwed it up, it won't work. A toy engineer with a brain dreamed it up. He designed the pieces and he wrote down the assembly instructions. So here's the instructions that he gave me. This is the front. There's my motorcycle all done. Here's all of the parts that I used. Look at those. There's hundreds of them, hundreds. Look at all those pieces. I can even get close, and they all have a number that designates what they are, how many of them there are. And then there's other instructions in here that tell me how to put these things together. And it uses symbols that tell me that this goes there and that goes there so that I can put wheels together or the engine or whatever it might be. Tough to tell what I was doing for a while. And also in this instruction book, there's some discussion in a language that I understand, in English. I knew what he was talking about. He told me. So with all of this, there's two very important points to remember. Number one, there is a purposeful arrangement of parts, parts that come together with purpose. Number 2, there are instructions in a language or a digital code or a blueprint or with symbols. This is meaningful information, information with meaning. Now, this may seem totally obvious to you, but what I'm describing are signs or hallmarks of design by an intelligent mind and not some mindless process. This is intelligent design. In all of human experience, whenever we see these things and know their cause, there's always a designer, always a mind behind the creation. And so, when we see these things in living systems, they are still hallmarks of intelligent design. Your body is filled with trillions and trillions of incredible machines called enzymes. Actually, there are 10 trillion cells in your body, and in each cell there are over 1,000 different types of enzymes and proteins, every cell. Complicated machines with a purpose and written in a code or a language for instructions. Do you know where the information is stored in your cells? That's your DNA. So we see a purposeful arrangement of parts and an instruction manual of meaningful information, evidence for intelligent design by a creator. So, let me draw another picture of design. I could use examples of the fantastic machines in our bodies, but instead, I want to show you something else more pertinent for today. I want to show you some viruses, even the COVID virus. Here is a picture of 2 viruses. One of them here, that's called a bacteriophage. It kills bacteria, especially harmful ones. And you can see at the top, there's the purple round capsid or container, and inside of it is the blue string, and that's DNA. That's meaningful information, a sign of design. It's in the virus. And then the rest of it is some type of machine for injecting or somehow getting the DNA inside of a cell. That's a machine. And then it's got the little, grappling hooks or whatever you might call them for it to attach to the cell. It's an amazing structure, very, very, very small. Now this other virus, that's the influenza virus. Inside of it, you can see the DNA, and on the outside, there's all of these receptors or whatever apparatus to help get it into the cell. I'm not sure how that one works, but it gets inside. Now here, this is a picture of the COVID-19 virus. This is the one that's keeping us in our houses and out of school and out of work, the COVID-19 virus. Now in this one, you can see that it's a sphere, it's a ball shaped, and on the outside it's covered with a protein and a lipid coat, and it has all of those blue protuberances. Those have to do with how it recognizes cells and how it gets the DNA inside the cell. A different mechanism than that bacteriophage that I showed. And then inside the virus, you can see the DNA. It's just there waiting to be utilized for what the virus is designed for. In human DNA, in our DNA, it's so large, it's like a whole library of books, 3 billion letters long. In the DNA of a virus, it's more like a sentence or a paragraph of a book. When the DNA of a virus joins our DNA, a new line or a new paragraph enters the story. As a young man, I came to believe in the God of the Christian faith by beginning to see the intelligent design of life and then connecting the dots. And when I see design, I see a creator. Sometimes the designs hurt me, whether by a car that runs over me or by a contagious bacteria or a virus. But they both still exhibit intelligent design by a creator. I'm challenged in faith by disease and suffering. These little microbes that we can't even see can cause terrible troubles and even death through no fault of our own. Yet, both bacteria and viruses are also usually immensely helpful to us. They're a part of the grand design. Some of them, like COVID-19, are harmful. Dave Hall, he spoke about hope last week in his Fireside chat. When I see intelligent design in my body or in life, my hope and my faith is strengthened because my skeptical mind can see concrete evidence for the work of God. I can see that the God who made me also has purpose for me. I can find God in nature in the things he has made, and then I know he's there, despite whatever obstacles I might face. That's my prayer for you, that you find God in his creation in the world that he made for us. Praise be to God. Thank you for listening today.